Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Gaming with Esco. Last we left off, we had basically taken care of the dude whose name escapes me at the moment, but the dude who we needed to here. We were told by this guy, I almost called him Flatneck. That's not it. Fake Limp. That you know, hey, our next step should be to return back to the disfavored camp, where we will have a meeting with the Archons, and then I could also go to the northern clearing, and I think I probably will, because I'm right here next to it, search for the Earthshaker reinforcements. So to the northern clearing we go. This will take 3 hours. Okay. You're following the road through an expanse of scrubby woodlands, crooked oaks and dry-needled pines grasping towards the sky. When you catch the sound of a children's laughter filtering through the trees. Investigate. Abandoning the road, you make your way to a small tributary of the Matani, snaking through the sparse forest. Where there you discover a group of 4 youths gathered beside the small stream. 2 of the children sit on rocks, poles in hand, staring patiently at the water. The other 2 are seated near a bucket, taking turns whacking eels along the ground to stun them and carving up eel meat. I don't want to threaten the children. I'll speak to them. You step out of the woods, drawing the attention of the children, who eye you warily. The eldest youth, almost a man grown, notes your heraldry and hawks a ball of phlegm into the reeds. Ask to sniggle? I don't know what that is, but I don't want to ask to do it. Tell a story. Punish the spitter. Ransom the children. Return to the road. Let's tell a story. You raise your hands to calm the youngsters and ask if they've heard the tale of Ox and the elder boar of the Burnian Wood. When they look to one another without an answer, you begin to spin the story for them. An odd and sometimes amusing yarn filled with epic adventure and dark mysticism. By the time you've finished, the youth have become entirely absorbed in your story, utterly wrapped in their attention. The youngest of the children brings you an eel in exchange for your time. You thank them and return to the road to continue your journey. Oh, and we all get well fed. Cool. Excellent. And let's find the Earthshakers. Right? This is what the purple dudes wanted me to do. Found them. They're dead. Mission complete. Rousing success. Save game. Yes, please. Got a boar. I don't mean to bore you, but let's sneak. And you're my sneaky lady. Go get me whatever's on this body, please. Come out, you cowards! He yells to nobody in particular. Earthshaker staff. 13 to 14. Is this better than the staff you currently have? No, it's significantly worse, in fact. More damage. But less DPS and takes longer to do a turn. Alright. We're in stealth mode. Man, I wish there was a way to speed up stealth mode. 7 days to Kairos' Day of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay. My big boy, Barrick here. I need you to go ahead and drop me a taunt. Let's get all 3 of these fools. And then...
Let's have it then.
You were supposed to taunt like from subterfuge, but you did not. So spectral blur. Okay, I'm cool with that. Also you Fury's Rush. And then you we're going to have you go ahead and actually sunder. Do we sunder one of the big boys? Or should I send him actually to the back and have him focus on the Arrowman. Think to the Arrowman. No, he's the one with the fury stuff. So to him, we shall go. In fact, when you get there, skewer him. And when you, we want you to sunder still, but sure, let's sunder the rogue. And you're right. Blur. There we go. Gotta turn down my headphones just a little bit. It's super loud. Okay, and a successful attack here. You, you don't really have any many other skills, right? So, we can leave you as it is for now. You actually, instead of doing whatever bullshit crap you're doing, give my dude here some titans, and then you open palm this man. Still holding up. Everybody's still holding up. My Barrett could use some healing, but my dude should have healed him. No, he Titans touched him. That's right. Now you'll heal him. And then you skewer the rogue. There we go. Now you. These guys are holding up. Okay. Heart shot this man. And now you. Did we already do pit? Where's my pit spell? Did I lose it somehow? Well, cast a renewal there. And you're heart shotting. Now, I would like you to... No. Iron Trolling. Both men the enemy is compelled to attack Barrack for a short time while the Fate Binder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard.
Stand together!
Okay. Things are not going great. You are pulse pitting, so the spell does exist. It's just not in your heart bar. I still want you to actually do that, so keep doing that. You pound a potion. You pound a potion as well. Okay. Now heal me. Can you sunder yet? You sure can. Sunder his armor, please. You were supposed to sunder, my dude. 9. There we go. Sunder.
To be.
And pound a potion. And you are still holding up. Skewer, please.
If you can.
Titan's touch on me.
Fall before me!
Right.
Did I always have this much blood? Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
There we go. And nobody died. An even 4-on-4 fight. And we won. Here's my Earthshakers. You there! You're not with the Oathbreakers. I'm certainly not. I do certainly want whatever's on this person's person. Which is a bow. A broken one at that. And here's another Earthshaker. With some torn leather something or other.
Curious.
A hidden little object down here. Staggering burn. Okay. And 31% a lesser healing potion. Okay. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Let's see. Anything else of note? Oh, the cart.
Sorry, I can't.
You can. Matt Mercer. You can do anything you put your mind to, my dude. Dagger's a thing of interest, a thing of note. And you've got some gauntlets. Alright. Well, let's talk to my Earthshaker dudes. Elspar. Ah, a Fatebinder. How fortuitous. The Earthshaker pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean. Decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. A smirk quirks the right side of his mouth as he surveys the carnage you have left behind. Whether intended or not, we're indebted for your help. I'll return the salute. You're welcome. He spreads his dirt-streaked lips in a relieved grin. May the stones guide your steps, and may you walk without falter on sturdy ground. I need to speak with the commander, Ironcore. With tremendous fingers, the Earthshaker pushes his hood back on a sweaty forehead. He glances once to the group of wary, battered mages behind him before meeting your eyes. I'm afraid I'll have to do, as I am the mage in charge of this circle. Earthshaker Hellspar, at your service. Wait, your commander isn't even here? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it's not a matter I'd expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Cairn to the Stone Sea. Cairn, as tall as a hill, Cairn of the Archon of Stone, master of earth and soil. Cairn is a reluctant leader of the Earthshaker Guild, though he is less their teacher and more their object of study. The massive Archon is sworn to graven ash and provides arcane support to the disfavored war effort. The Stone Sea is the name given to what remains of the land of Azure after Kairos' Edict of Stone devastated the landscape. Once a rolling landscape of winding rivers and fertile plains, tectonic shifts have altered the landscape, choking rivers, collapsing roads, and altering the landscape for hundreds of leagues. His nostrils flare in mild ire. As we've only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains, we could not spare another mage. Especially now, the beast tribe that flocked to Cairn in his final days is becoming increasingly territorial and contentious. And so Radix refused Addish's orders. I don't know who either of those people are, so I'm not interested in saying it. What's so important about Cairn? Cairn may be dying, but he's not yet lost. There lies the potential to harness an Archon's power in the Stone Sea, and for that, I should think the possibilities are near limitless. He touches a grit-caked knuckle to his lip and clears his throat. But we won't know unless we can run the proper research. So Radix refused Ash's orders? I'm not of rank to make such sweeping accusations, or evaluations even. The Earthshaker stumbles slightly over his words. But I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner, and to the best of his judgment, rather than outright refusing them. He is an Iron Guard, after all, and an Iron Guard is a disfavored High Commander and inner circle of the commanders handpicked by the Graven Ash for lifelong service. The Iron Guard act as Graven Ash's chief advisors when the Archon is present, and when he is absent, they speak with his direct authority. His decisions, though difficult to make as they may be, will certainly embolden our routing of the tiers. Not if your general and his entire army is dead. He chokes, and the Earthshakers behind him gather closer, murmuring in surprise amongst themselves. One of them, a woman with wispy, russet hair, slaps him on the back so hard, shockwaves tremble through you and into the mountains past. If they... What? He gasps for breath. How? The Overlord has issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Kairos' Day of Swords, everyone here will die, including Ash. Well, certainly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. He glances worriedly to the other mages in his circle as they all visibly absorb the meaning of everyone here in the edict's range of affliction. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Regardless, it looks like you're all we've got. Report to Cerevis at the disfavored camp. He'll have further orders for you there. With a shaky nod and an even shakier salute, the Earthshaker gathers his circle and cloistered together, murmuring or perhaps chanting in hushed voices. The battle mages march toward the valley. Very good. The Earthshakers move this boulder with ease. Magic of that magnitude may be crucial for taking Avendrian's well. Well, I'm glad that I have recovered them to the cause. Awesome. So, well, real quick before we go, save, and boom. And let us travel back to the Scarlet Course Camp. 10 hours, okay. Should be about 6 days remaining now. If my calculations are correct. 6 days remaining. Hopefully, there's not much more travel to be done in this area. This travel seems to be certainly the thing that is eating up most of my time. 6 days to Kairos' Day of Swords. Received a message from Tunon. Oh, okay. Journal. Notes. Encyclopedia. Biography. Spell creation. Missives. The Will of Kairos. Pablo the Pugilist. Perhaps your continued and faithful service shall remind the Archons of their duties to the Overlord. One can hope. May fortune favor your endeavor. Tune on the Adjudicator. Very well. And what is the name of the dude I'm looking for to tell him about the way of the Horde? I am looking for Death Knell. I don't believe that's either of you. Death Knell is you. Fate Minder. Death Knell nods in your direction. Puncher. In one swift stride, you close the distance between the two of you and land a punch squarely in her stomach. The force of it knocks her back a pace, causing her to take a knee. She lets out a few coughs before regaining her composure and standing back up. You've got some explaining to do, Fury. I don't appreciate being used. Fury can't contain her glee and begins to laugh, but quickly winces at the pain it immediately causes. Oh, come now. I knew a fighter like you could hold your own against those Oathbreakers. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you. She winces again as she slowly unsheathes her sword and hands it to you. Clearly, I've ruffled a few feathers. Take this as my sign of no harm done. Okay? Excellent. I have received an item. Let's take a peek. Twisted Iron Sword and the Heart of Battle. Oh, that was a cleansing charm. Right click. Immunity to poisoned. That could be of interest to me. I can put it here, and I will. You can have this one, because this gives you parrying, correct? Yes. And this is Twisted Iron Sword. One-handed, fine. 10 to 13. Armor pins 4. 10 to 13. What if I swap them around like this? It still compares it to the bronze axe. 13, 12 to 15. Okay. And it looks like it's the exact same as this one. So I guess I will hold off on all that for now.
Yes.
Ooh, and Bitterquip is here. What say you, Bitterquip? Where are my manners? I forgot to cast my incantation of crying like a coddled North girl over a few dead soldiers. The blood chanter pounds his staff to the ground, his sunburnt face twisted into a harsh scowl. I will not be lectured for a failure to show widow's weakness. Now where is that? His vision snaps to you. Fate Binder! Lord Binder. The disfavored soldier waves you closer. We've been waiting for you. One of Narat's dogs went wild. At least he's done with the right thing to present himself here for a proper trial. I'd like to yank his teeth out, and I'd like to be with your blessing. So, I could sure use your judgment on this matter. We meet again, Binder. Bitterquip bows. The disfavored here have accused me of multiple murders. I am not guilty of these charges and have nothing to hide. He grins from ear to ear. The truth can only exonerate me, so I will happily submit to your judgment. And who represents the aggrieved party? I do. The warrior steps forward, saluting with a resounding clatter. Salvaros of the Disfavored, am claimant and witness on behalf of my fallen shield brethren, Devona and Sevius the Swift. Murder? That's a serious charge. Tell me everything. 3 weeks ago, we were in the eastern end of the valley. We were on assignment to keep Vendrian guard runners from leaving and reinforcements from coming in. Bitterquip and some Scarlet Furies came with us for, his voice falls flat on an awkward pause, support. Bitterquip. Well, our trail puts us between two Vendrian guard patrols. Thinking they have us outnumbered, they draw bronze. And we close ranks and fight together. It's a rather rousing melee, and the Oathbreakers give as good as they get. But among the dead, a dozen conscripts and 2 disfavored. You dance around the important details, Chanter. The soldier jabs a finger at Bitterquip. Right as the enemy spots us, you started working your mystic symbols. I saw panic in their eyes when they first stumbled onto each other in that clearing, but once his magic started flying, the only thing in their eyes was bloodlust. So the Vendrian guard slewed them? How then is the choirman to blame? Well, it was his magic that turned them from skittish plovers into rabid jackals. Even on their best day, Tearsmen can't fight half as well as they did. The spell emboldened the killers. I say that makes Bitterquip directly at the root of these killings. And what sort of magic did you use? I don't talk craft outside the guild, but I can't defend myself with silence. The blood chanter clears his throat, measuring his words carefully. I invoked a spell of frenzy and directed the chant at the enemy. They could move faster than our party, and letting them escape would undermine the mission. So I fueled them with rage to get them to stand and fight. There! He just came right out and admitted it. The Oathbreakers usually can't fight their way out of a burlap sack, but he grants them the gift of a stink badger's courage. The warrior rests his head in his hands. Madness, pure and simple. The Furies were dumbfounded and folded, and that's when Devona and Sevius the Swift dove into the fray. Devona caught a javelin in the eye, just stupidly bad luck. As for Sevius, after the battle, he had been run through 19 times. Raven Ash couldn't save him. Raven Ash. Okay. Yeah, he's a great warrior, or general. Salvaros has his facts in order. I would concur with his assessment. Blood Chanter, is that all you have to say in your defense? What more need I say? For I have done no wrong. Are you daft? Or was your mother too busy mounting the tears to teach you right from wrong? You are not enlightened, so I can't forgive your ignorance. If you were illuminated in the ways of the arcane, you'd know that Kairos' law does not hold the magic culpable for that which cannot be controlled. What sort of coarse delusion is that? Bitterquip is citing magician's folly. If in battle for Kairos' glory, a mage inadvertently harms someone protected by Kairos' peace, the mage is not legally at fault. The Fatebinder actually knows his law. As I said, I have no doubts that I'm in the right. You must understand, the chanter grins broadly. My heart is heavy with regards to this tragedy, but my conscience is clean. That's insane! That wasn't a gout of fire that went awry. He used his magic to enrage the enemy into feats of strength. How is that not a crime? The law is meant to protect against honest mistakes. It seems like there was nothing accidental in the process. Is not what I want to say, actually. Lore 36. I don't have. I would like very much to see what this option is, but I don't meet the requirements. So I suppose I'm ready to pass judgment. The case is a simple one, is it not? So, do you think he's guilty? Wrong question. It's not what the Fatebinder feels. It's what the law says. He clears his throat with a smug smile. So then, what does the law say? I am no expert in law here in our current realm, nor in the realm here of Kairos. But given the information that I do know, I would say it seems as though Kairos' law shields Bitterquip from negligence in battle. The matter is tragic, but not criminal. Yeah. Oh, Tunin liked that. Okay. The Blood Chanter grins, smug. He tips his head to thank you, in thanks, before flicking the disfavored soldier an obscene gesture. Oh, that was unnecessary. You didn't have to flick him off. Biddles, Two-Tooth, Falls at Throat, Night Yowl, Snigler Dagos, Snigler. Yeah, it's not much, but let me know if anything piques your interest. I sure will do that, but I'll be back in just a minute, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to clean out this inventory and get things managed. Be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. So what I have done in since the last we spoke is I went ahead and cleaned up my stash. I know I'm keeping a lot of weapons, and somebody in the comments will probably yell at me for it or whatever, but I really don't know what to do with them. I want to keep at least kind of one of each, and then maybe later in the game I will decide that I am good to sell them. I also went ahead and equipped this poison amulet, so I'm immune to poison. She gets parrying, right, which increases her parry. Her parry is now 57 with that on, which is pretty good. And no updates for my dude here, but he also got some armor changes. She got a little bit of armor changes too. I don't think I did, other than the amulet I showed you. I also went ahead and I tinkered with the spells list here, and what probably stands out right away is now everybody has Titan's Touch, but I also went ahead and added accuracy, because one of the things I discovered is I go here and then go there, I get Titan's Touch. But if and there's a lore requirement, right? And the best I could tell, the only limiting factor on casting spells is the cooldowns and your lore skill. So with that in mind, I went ahead and got my dude's lore skill here. It's 32, so he can go ahead and if I just put on these accents, that spell becomes, +2 vitality, +2 might, and +15 accuracy. As best I could tell. And yeah, it's it's a big nice buff to my character. Or it just is 15% more likely to hit or whatever. But I'm hitting allies with it, so that also works. And Sign of Illusion. I also gave people who could learn it False Bit, because that knocks them prone. And these are like, my more melee-based characters, theoretically. So I want them to be able to knock people prone. Spectral Blur is another one I could add. If I do that, it makes it more accurate. If I do this, increases the range. Sure, actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and assign that there. And then can I also, I can also increase the intensity. If I undo that and actually do this instead, and assign, okay. And well, assign over is not letting me do it. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because the exact same spell is just it's different, slightly different. How about you? Can I assign it over your skill? I can. No, not yet. So this is 30%, 30%. Yeah, this just improves the skill with no real drawbacks, and now everything's 37% or 38% for ease of use here. False Pit, and then Unravel Minds, which is a cool spell. It seems like it does what I would like it to do, which is damage people and daze and stun them, and yeah. So cool.
On it.
Yeah, got a bunch more people here I could be talking to. Let's do it. This person is a fucking werewolf? A young beastman stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman whose stature still manages to loom over you. Even in her crouched position, the beastman's mouth froths with spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her. Night Yowl was promised worthy, tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest of humans, saves best kills for self. He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt. Night Yowl was second strongest of Stonestalker males before joining Scarlet humans, rutted even with 100 blood, with tribes Prima, was promised own pack for abandoning trimates. Prima's the leader, yep, and Stonestalkers is a big-ass beast tribe. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow. Strong Stonestalker? Beastman worth rutting? She snorts. No, claws at throat sees only mewling first season cub before beast woman now. Sees only tenderfoot, only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on battlefield. Night Yowl bares his teeth and lunges for the beast woman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised, and a calloused palm far larger than his head harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone, followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at throat stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human? Claws at throat. Her nostrils perk as she rapidly scours her memory for your familiar scent. Then a sharp-toothed grin slowly spreads across her face. Human reeks of blood, mud, death, of triumph, gnashing, wailing teeth. Beast woman can smell. Human is better fighter than runt called Night Yowl. She grinds the beastman's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off of him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head. Speak quickly, and maybe beast woman will listen. I wager I could take you. The beast woman snorts, a stab of incredulity opening the features of her face. Then she yowls with racking, full-bodied laughter. Claws at throat likes human who is male, yet who is bold enough to challenge beast woman. Expected blunt claw to be feeble as Night Yowl. Whimpering at beast woman's feet, she licks her fangs longingly as she assesses your hidden prowess and strength. If beast woman did not have runt whelp cur like Night Yowl to train, Claws at throat would happily enjoy fighting with human. What if I say it again? I gain more loyalty. Oh man, I thought I found a little bug there I could just alternate it to, but I cannot. What's going on here? Human has keen eyes, yes. Can see beast woman is disciplining insolent packmate. She snaps a menacing sneer at the coward beastman. Mewling, whimpering male Night Yowl will learn beastman's rankin' new pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer. A soft growl burbles up from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. How did you come to join? Human pack called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes, like beast woman. She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices of Narat's war tent. Chorus humans strong, are dirty and reek like rotten meat. So easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack. And beast women are strongest of all creatures, are best predators like Archon called Narat. Pack's fierce and ruthless alpha is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole. Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill. Beast woman want to rut, fight, kill. She sighs hungrily. Makes beast woman want. Yeah, you know what? Farewell. Adios.
On it.
Two Tooth. Do you mind? I've got rings on this next roll. Reg and Baz, those dudes are, Fiddles, do you got anything for me? Pale and wide-eyed, the Scarlet Chorus conscript takes slow, deep breath as he shuffles with nervous energy. As soon as your eyes meet his, he looks away in a panic, bowing his head and turning his body aside. Look alive, soldier. This place eats the weak. Huh? I didn't... He turns to face you, but refuses to meet your gaze. His body tenses, his chest puffing forward. Yes, Captain! New to the course? Captain is a southern term. Kairos' armies have commanders, and I'm neither. I shouldn't be here. His eyes widen as his voice rises to a near yell. The course! I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not like these people. He looks out at the camp. I'm going to die here, or at least I hope I die here, and soon, and to think You made a vow to the Archon of Secrets. Only death can release you from your pledge. In that case, he puffs up his chest as his face becomes flushed red. I asked you that you release me from my vow. A little late for regrets, as you can't exactly quit the course. I should have let them kill me. When they first caught hold of me, he lets out a long and troubled sigh, his shoulders slouching. I'm not like these people. Getting kicked makes me vomit. Tasting blood makes me vomit. Even vomiting makes me vomit. I'll never last. I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give you some pointers. Pointers, Captain? He scratches the back of his head, confused. Of what sort? Strike him playfully at first. Come on, raise your fist and defend yourself. I'll show you how to survive, and maybe later, how to kill. He takes the first hit, but manages to avoid the next. Surprisingly deft, despite his gangliness and timidity. Best if I don't, Master Fatebinder. He ducks his head shyly. I don't think Two-Tooth would like it none if he saw me training, and I've taken enough licks from him to last the rest of my lifetime. Don't let your guard down. Strike back, and watch your leg work. With a scramble and surprised yelp, he barely dodges the third of your blows, the first two knocking him backwards on his feet, panting. He regains himself, avoiding your exaggerated and slow strikes until he swells with enough confidence to punch back. It takes him a while, but eventually he lands a decently hard hit. Nice one, kid. Keep it up, and you'll be a famed warrior in no time. The trick is to not get hit, right, Captain? He scratches a hand through his matted, sweaty hair and grins warmly. Then, when the timing's right, you've got to strike back. Quick! You need new boots, maybe a decent helmet. Take this. He stares, dumbfounded for a moment by your act of kindness. Then, with a small jolt, he lunges forward, nearly tripping over himself to accept the rings. I'll buy them! I will, Captain! The bronze rings clink as he clutches them tightly to his chest. He glances around to ensure no one saw them come into his possession, and a small, relieved smile flutters across his lips. Listen up. You need to act tough, yet keep a low profile, for starters. I never would have thought it. He straightens his back, head craned, as he gives you his full, enraptured attention. You're awfully clever, Captain, he murmurs, deep in thought. That's it. Don't get yourself killed. He beams up at you, face sheening with both sweat and adoration. Thank you, Captain. You've been real nice to me. Hey, man, you're welcome, Biddles. And that's Salvaros, Death Knell. Yeah, I think I am done here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for gaming with Eska. Have a good one.